Hello everyone. Okay, so it's been 1 month really since the Nexus 5 was first released, and did my initial review, did a follow-up, and now people have asked me, well, how am I getting on after a month? And to a certain extent it's a slightly mixed bag. Whilst I absolutely love the Nexus 5 hardware, I mean the whole package is just fantastic for the price, there are some rough edges, and they seem to really be laid at Google's door as far as software is concerned, which is not something we're particularly used to having to say about Google. So one of the things that has most disappointed me really is the camera. And it's not the actual camera itself, it's not the physical camera hardware, but the really lackluster software that Google provided with their camera app. And there's also the issue that, so far at least, the third-party camera app developers just really haven't got the Nexus 5 working well. So the camera, generally speaking, is a bit of a letdown, but only because of software. And we're kind of a month in now, and personally I would have expected Google to have, released a few updates for this. It's a bit of a shame. And then there's the whole battery life issue. For my mind, the battery life is not actually that bad when you don't have a background app chewing up all of your resources. And again, this problem, as it were, can be laid at Google's door. Pretty much every single day I wake up in the morning and my battery's dead. The device has run completely down. And time again I'm finding it's Google Plus that's doing it. There you go, look. CPU total 2 hours and 46 minutes, keep awake 4 hours and 45 minutes. I only used the app yesterday for all of maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And this is what I'm finding time and time again, that Google Plus just sits there in the background, chewing resources for no particular reason. And obviously this is a Google related problem. This isn't a unique problem to the Nexus 5, we keep seeing it happening time and time again on lots of different devices. Google kind of need to get themselves in line here and fix this kind of problem. If you actually force stop the app every time you've used Google Plus, then this problem goes away. And it doesn't seem to affect your background updates particularly, so it becomes even more bizarre that, background updates continue to work, you still get your notifications. Why can't Google do that, force stop the app after, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so? Or, 2 or 3 minutes after the app has been closed down. As it stands at the moment, all it's doing is making the Nexus 5 look like a massive battery hog. It's a real pity. Everything else for the device I'm finding fantastic. I love the size of the screen, I love the colour reproduction, watching YouTube and listening to music is great. Playing games, fantastic, it's everything I could be hoping for from a device. But there does seem to be too many little software glitches going on, which are marring an otherwise fantastic experience here. It's nothing like having great hardware let down by just a bit of bad programming. It's a real pity, and I really hope Google do hurry up and get some updates out the door for the Nexus 5 KitKat Android 4.4 ROM, because as it stands at the moment, it's not a very good Christmas present to give somebody. Here, have a great piece of hardware with bought software. It doesn't give a great impression. That said, nothing that's here is a deal breaker on its own. It just depends whether you're the kind of person who gets a bit frustrated after a while. Like I say, the camera, as it stands today, still not good enough. 1 month in, we still do not have any reasonable fixes from Google directly that don't require us having to root and patch the system using third-party developed fixes and workarounds. It's really unacceptable. If you were buying this on the strength of its camera, bearing in mind Google is out there running adverts saying how brilliant the camera is, actually you'd probably be in a trading standards situation, because what Google is saying their camera is capable of, frankly, it falls way short. And it's all down to software. It's not hardware that's causing this, it's software. And it's just a real pity, really, because, an otherwise fantastic device is just being let down by what amounts to a bit of programming. If you're buying one of these devices, if you already have one, then that's cool. Google will get these things sorted out eventually, I'm absolutely sure. But just bear in mind, if you're buying this as a gift for somebody else, that maybe you want to either warn them in advance about these issues, or maybe you want to skip on to another device. It may not be the perfect gift to give Granny for Christmas.